Sonic, don't go nodding off me now. I know it's late. Hello everyone, it's SK95. Welcome back to more Sonic X Shadow Generations. The last time we finished off all of the Dreamcast stages. And this time, though, we're going to be taking care of challenge missions as well as a certain rival battle. Now, let's start with a challenge mission so we can get this started. There is a power-up I kind of want to get. Overdrift. Try as many rings as you can while drifting to get to the goal in time. Let's change the music a little bit. Now, I am not allowed to pick certain music tracks such as Endless Possibilities due to the licensing and nonsense of copyright. So, unfortunately for me, I cannot use Endless Possibility, which kind of sucks. Now I'm going to give this Emerald Coast. Why not? Let's have the Speed Highway sound like Emerald Coast. So you're going to be just going through the stage as fast as possible. This stage has no difference whatsoever. All you have to do is drift a lot and do a lot of other things. Going as fast as possible is pretty much the only thing you have to do in the stage. You don't need to collect any rings, actually. You just need to go fast. Which is kind of odd when you consider the fact that it says, oh hey, collect as many rings as you can if drifting. Yeah, it doesn't exactly appear to be the case. So you're really not too concerned with overdrift and nonsense like this. You're essentially just going through this as fast as possible. Keep your hand on the boost button as far as much as possible, and just continue on your merry way. You can jump over blocks as well in case you're not careful, but regardless of that, we're pretty much fine to finish this off. This is actually one of the shorter missions you want to grab. It's pretty much the easiest one you can possibly do. Now we're going reverse direction, and this time we're going to get to the goal ring, and no problem. 50 seconds is actually pretty good. Decent personal best for me. With that done, music containing Arc 96. Now there is, of course, the key. Nose, dang it. Randomly, I breathe out my nose, so as a result of that, it just stops me from breathing. I don't know why. Doppelganger Race. There is a music CD I kind of want, but I'm not going to waste my time with this. I'm going to focus primarily on just doing some of them, but we're just going to do a little bit. These are actually the easiest ones of the bunch. Stomp Challenge essentially means they're going to be going all the way down, stomping a lot. So yeah, you're not going to be doing the stage normally, so just be careful. You just need to know where you're stomping, because otherwise you're going to stomp on a bomb, and it's going to suck a lot. Please score. Be careful where you stomp, because as you see, bombs are there, and bombs are never fun. Okay, hitting them at all will instantly score them, so be very careful. Checkpoint's right here. Boost will get you completely through it, there's no problem if you're not careful. Okay, you know what? Worth it. Okay, shut that block thing up. Enemies will give you more boost, so yeah, you can do that easily. The stage is actually one of the shorter ones in the game for a reason. The reasons vary. Ow! Okay. Stomping is actually really fast to go down, so yeah, very easy. See? It's just super short. 2 minutes and 10 seconds is not needed. This is actually one of the shortest ones. Let's see what music I get from this one. This is His World from Sonic 06. Sonic's main theme, actually. This is kind of which one I wanted to grab, because honestly, that's one of the ones I really wanted. So we're done with that one for missions. Let's go to the next one. In order to get to other missions, though, you have to go on these floating platforms reminiscent of a certain stage. We'll go left later, but for now, let's go this way. Now let's switch to Classic and see if he has anything. Cityscape for Classic actually has one shield that you really want to grab, the best shield in the game. Not that one, that's a skateboard. You don't want a skateboard for Classic, believe me. Skateboarding of Classic sucks. This is the one I'm talking about, Thunder Shield Challenge. Use the Thunder Shield to reach the goal in time and obtain the Thunder Shield's skill. Thunder Shield has special properties. First, it cannot serve in water, so that's a negative. Upside, it has a double jump and grabs rings whenever they're close by Classic Sonic's body. You're also immune to any electrical hazards. Watch. See? Very easy. Downside, the shield will pop after one hit on Classic Sonic, so be careful. If you want to jump all the way up this way, you're basically want to platform yourself to a better space area. See? You have to do that in order to get up there. There's a lot of benefits to this shield. Having a double jump is insanely good. especially when colors is a good example of double jumping. Double jumping in any game is incredibly powerful in this game, and it's especially true in this game as well. Classic benefits the most from double jump because he needs precise platforming. Anyway, remember this section, you're not going to worry about a truck yet. The keyword in essence is hit, because guess what? The truck crashed into a wall and can't do anything. Isn't that tragic? Let's go this way, hit this enemy. I missed. And now, since I missed, I can't get that timer down. Alright, whatever. I can still race through this, no problem. Be careful you're jumping, because you will jump on the spikes. Whoa, I should not have been able to dodge that, but I did. You know what? I'm content with that. That's actually pretty fine with me. Shut up, enemy. And work enemy placement. And down. Whoa. For the drop. You want to purposely drop so that way you can actually get there. Another one. Let's just jump this way and land on the speed pad so we can keep going. This will lead you to gold ring so you can actually finish the stage. Now we have the ability to get that shield. New skills. The shield's now available in the shop, and there is a artwork as well, 97. So every time you get one, you get an artwork and as well as a certain item. Now this episode's going to be a bit shorter than most because, I'm being to be perfectly honest, I'd like to at least not have to worry about certain things. By the way, in case you're wondering how to get up there in particular, first let's grab the key to show this off. Unfortunately, you have to go down this way to get to it. There are speed shoes over here, which can mean one thing. Rite of Spring. Springs are using to bounce your way to the goal in time. I kind of want to show this one off in particular because it's actually pretty fun. The stage seems to load up very slowly. If this game does that, it's actually just on purpose. Certain games have like weird quirks about them, so be careful. You want to jump to the left so you can actually speed yourself through. This one will avoid a lot of the annoying pathways you don't want to deal with. If you manage to time your jumps right, you can actually avoid most of the sections entirely. I missed the goal. Whoa, okay. I love saying whoa, 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 okay. So, because of this, you have to destroy the enemies. So, not fun. Get out of here. Unfortunately for me, you gotta get the spring to go all the way to the top. Yeah, you're kind of stuck doing long nonsense. Spin dash is pretty much your best friend when you want to speed through areas, but it's not gonna work here. Although, that actually worked very well, given the fact that I was actually able to speed past certain areas. Timer? No, I didn't get the timer. That's not good. That means if I don't get this right, I'm kind of screwed. Okay, spin dash. Well, there goes my S rank. That sucks. Whatever, we got the goalpost. I don't care. I got a potential music as well. This one contains, I believe, if I can just jump on this. Hey, where'd you go? Freaking jerk. Of course you do that again. You know what? You know what? I need to follow you. Gotcha. Death Egg Zone from Sonic 2. Yeah, a classic theme. So if you heard the Eggman Death Egg, yeah, it's essentially it. So, interrupting ourselves briefly from challenges, let's go on top of City Escape's title card and then go this way to see a certain red and black hedgehogs here. Shadow. So he's going to be important for the next story of the game. You're finally here, Sonic. I don't know where we are, nor do I care. This is where I finish you, Sonic. Oh, you'd think you'd not hate Sonic right now. Probably him. Alright, so let's go in and fight Shadow the Hedgehog in a classic rival battle. So unlike the one on the Ark, this one requires you to get orbs to go and boost your speed. You can hit them while during this, and being in boost form will actually allow you to hit damage. He also loses rings and keeps their own ring counter as well on the right side. You need to grab that orb in order to do a special attack. If he grabs 2, he does his own special attack. But thankfully, though, we managed to grab the first one. Now, you want to be careful when you're turning, because now we are charging. Now, I'm not going to on purpose let him do it, but I would like to do it once, only if he has the opportunity to do so. Likelihood, I'm going to hit him. Yep, 20 rings. He will not lose all of his rings, but getting hit actually means that he will actually start outpacing you. But, as you can plainly notice, you can also be bunched around by him, so it's not exactly easy. See, as he grabs one of the orbs. So, it's likely he's going to be forming his attack next. By speeding up all the way, you can actually get more boost energy to keep going forward. As you see, we managed to get there no problem. However, the orb vanished because, of course, we reached the end of the route. It loops on itself, so yeah. If you want to hit him, you're going to have to make him slow down. Unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to get the orb. Launches Chaos Spears, and then immediately starts using Chaos Control to teleport randomly. Until finally, uses a massive Chaos Lance to try to hit you. Also in the background, you'll hear All Hail Shadow, which is from Sonic of 6. It's a familiar theme from that game, and it's honestly pretty fun. Although Trick panels are actually not what you really want in this stage, so do not grab them because you're not going to go faster with those. Let's see when we get up to this one and do our own power-up. Live and learn! Slam into the meteorites and knock him dizzy. These will actually keep him from using boost. So let's just keep going forward. People will complain about Shadow's animation of the boost being, you know, flying, but honestly, it makes more sense than skating faster. First and foremost, skating faster does not equate to going faster. Hit him, keep hitting him more, until finally, reaches 0, automatically ending the fight. The ultimate life form is defeated. And with that, we've managed to get ourselves an S rank as well. Almost 300 rings, actually, which is actually pretty impressive. If only rings counted towards getting and buying items. By beating him, of course, you get the yellow Chaos Emerald. You'll find out context about this emerald later, but for now, though, let's focus primarily on what we're going to next. Now, you're going to have to go use the promoting platforms here to get to the Seaside Hill challenge stages and gates. Otherwise, you can't get there at all. So, there are no hidden skills for Sonic at all in any of these, so do not worry too much. Rainbow tricks, pull off trick rings, it's nothing really any that impressive. None of it is really all that good, to be honest. There is another greatness as well, so you really don't need to worry about this one too much. So it's a classic and see if we have anything better. Rival Battle, Rival Race Again, and Flickies. A classic from Sonic games, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save that for a challenge episode. I decided to rectify the nonsense of me doing challenge missions and all about challenge missions at once. I will be saving them until the end of Generations, so that way before the final boss, we will be doing all of them. Another challenge, I'm not going to do it. As for Hijinks, I am definitely not going to do it. I already had to deal with Egg Pond destruction. I don't want to deal with them all. You know what? Let's just focus primarily on one that will actually be, you know, fun. Espedo's interesting, but I'm not really going to use him too much. He usually has a lot of ninja skills, and you know what that means. Espedo's actually a fun character. I actually liked him back in Sonic Heroes. He was the first introduction to the character to me. Unfortunately, I did not get the chance to play Sonic Chaotix, but I would like Knuckles Chaotix, but I would like to get a chance to play that. I won't exactly say it's my favorite game. I'm more of a fan of the 3D games only because I grew up in that era. I can't exactly be biased towards it because that area is the era I grew up with. If you manage to miss, by the way, you're going to get attacked by a Chomper, and it's never fun. Sonic, headground. Yeah, that can happen a lot in this stage. You're going to drown a lot in this stage. Ain't that Now, there's no way you can keep your boost energy to keep yourself above getting hit by a Chomper. If you stay too far away from the boys, you're basically asking them to get bit. Just aim for any dash panels you possibly can see so that you can force yourself forward. Otherwise, you're screwed. Just be very careful where you're going. You're just basically have to look out for where you're going. As you see, that was pretty not too bad, I'll say outright, but it's not easy nonetheless. Going in these Island Turtles again, actually I really like Island Turtles from Sonic Heroes. They are actually a fun little gimmick in that game. There's a lot more gimmicks in that game, and I'd love to show off that game again because I definitely grew up with that game. But on the same end, that game is much more quirky than even Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh, I don't even need to say why that game is so quirky, weird. By skipping the entire section, you don't have to look at the cannon, so yeah, you want to do that to get past the cannon nonsense. Because actually, let's get to the goal much faster. You need to defeat the enemies in order to get there or get to the cannon. Defeating the enemies will open the gate. So yeah, we're kind of stuck doing that. For beating it, we also get that either art book, and then another key. We have the third key we need to open the way to the boss gate door. Now, I'm going to do a second one just so I can get into the music. Sea, surf, sand, take on various courses, and find your way to the goal before time runs out. Now, I said I wasn't going to do all of them, and I'm sticking to that. I just want to do 2 so I can get a music CD. Only because I like having a lot of music CDs. Like Gold Millionaire paths, you want to go as fast as possible. Technically speaking, each path has their own challenges in mind. Especially when certain paths are harder than others. Air boosting is actually really good in this area, only because you can actually keep yourself going forward. Just keep in mind that this area can be a bit mean when you're doing this, but you can actually keep going very fast in this area. Just keep mindful, as you can see, I almost missed the turn. You want to keep on the upper path, because otherwise you're going to miss. That platform, by the way, will be available only if you're not able to make that jump. So, thankfully, we managed to get there no problem, as well as the fact we're actually very close to the end of this. Fire is very hot. Boosting is definitely your friend, but you want to be careful with the fire and the flames. As you plainly can see, we need to be very careful, and I might make it by like 60 milliseconds. Nice! 3-1-2-1 points. Nice. Anyway, music CD, of course. Right. Oh, for crying out loud, people here are not being quiet today. Hydro City Zone. A classic. Man, that theme was fun. Now people call it Hydro City instead of Hydrocity. The potato. No one can ever win today with that actual naming of that place. But for now, use these keys and open the way forward. Now, and I warn you all right now, Sonic Generations is incredibly short, as well as Shadow Generations, so we're already on the second boss. There's only 4 in the game, so yeah. The boss gate is open, find the boss gate, and face him. Him, her, it. Let's do this. He needs no introduction. Perfect chaos from Sonic Adventure. Very dangerous. This thing was a city-destroying monster back in the original Sonic Adventure that, well, basically destroyed the entire Echidna tribe. It's honestly also one of the most powerful things in the game. By the way, you don't need to boost too much in order to do it in its body. So, since you don't have the Chaos Emeralds, you have the boost now. That was the original way you needed to defeat it in the original game, and that's how it works in this one. You need boost. If you have no boost energy while doing this, well, you're kind of screwed. Because otherwise, you're basically not going to be able to get it at all. You're pretty much stuck. You need to boost all the way forward in order to keep going. Just keep going. Boost it this way. Air boost. Air boost as well. Keep air boosting the best method of moving around. Problem is, of course, it's going to aim through the tentacles, but it's not too concerning. It's going to also try storm homing missiles. We can home attack its head right here. Boom. Like the original game, it takes 3 hits to force itself into a state of panic. But right now, it's nowhere near going to go blasting. It summons tornadoes like the original game, so be careful. If you fall in the water, by the way, you instantly die, no question. So, yeah, like the original Sonic Adventure, you instantly die if you touch the water. If you manage to get the boost again, you can boost onto its body. Now, you don't need to use boost anymore once you get onto its body. Inside it, you're fine. And the second phase and last hit, yeah, they weakened him a bit. You are in phase 2 theme, which is essentially, this is now serious. Although, ironically enough, I had more trouble with him in the water. You actually go a lot of alternate pathways you want to do in this area, but you can really just keep going around the area. See the laser blast? Be very careful. That thing hits and hurts a lot. I'm okay. I'm very much okay. I'm very much fine. Oh dear God, this thing is a monster. Let me attack its head and finish it off. Man, did he get weaker generations? No. In fact, Sonic got stronger. That's why Perfect Chaos is no longer a challenge to him. So, we beat him, and we managed to get a lot of points and a good score. Before 2 minutes, in fact. That's actually pretty impressive from my standards. Anyway, let's continue on.
You've brought back so much of the world! You're doing great, Sonic! You mean, you're doing great, Sonics. Right. I may never get used to that. Ah!
Watch out!
Whoa! Did that emerald just scare off the monster? The Chaos Emerald's powers are miraculous, and we sure could use a miracle. We need that emerald! Sonic, your speed has been able to restore our friends. I bet it can restore the Chaos Emerald to full power, too. And I bet you double we're going to need all 7 emeralds.
You're on.
You guys have your work cut out for you.
An adventure's no fun if it's too easy.
I mean, he's not wrong. An adventure is not fun if it's too easy. But now the modern era is open in this series of the games. The modern era includes of 6 to colors. Now you can access and explore the next area. And for being the boss, we got the Blue Chaos Emerald. We were still missing 3 more, but for now we have access to the modern era, including other fan favorite characters of the series. But for now, I think we're gonna end this off right here. Next time on Sonic X Shadow Generations, we're going to be starting off a familiar location, or rather, a location that no one remembers. So, see you all next time.